So we are back now with our second equation of motion, which we are going to derive by using graph. Okay, so this is our session number 14. Sorry, 15. Okay, we are going through a series of series of sessions for the chapter motion, and the session is 15th one. We are deriving second equation of motion. Okay, by what method? By graphical method. We are trying to find by graph method how to derive this equation. Okay, so hello friends, I hope you people are good and doing well. So let's start with this. The graph for this, see the conditions for this equation of motion. Again, we will first write what are the conditions, or we are going to assume a moving body first. So for a moving body, with what conditions? With acceleration uniform. Okay, with a speed, with a speed what? At change in speed is what? The speed is changing at uniform rate. Okay, here it is change in speed. Okay, so this is the first part, and the second part is what? Sorry. Okay, now the second part is that the rate of uniform acceleration is what? Acceleration is uniform. Okay, acceleration is uniform. Okay, so what actually you are going to get the graph in this case? In this case, you are going to use the same graph, because again you are going to take initial velocity not equal to 0. Okay, and say v is your final velocity. Okay, this is final velocity, u is initial velocity, a is acceleration. Okay, initial velocity. Now a is acceleration and t is the time. Okay, so let's draw the graph first, and then we'll proceed with the equation. So graph is somehow like this. I hope you are very much now familiar with the graph. So this is your time axis. Okay, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. On y-axis you are having speed. Okay, और जैसा कि हमें पता है यहाँ ओरिजिन है, लेकिन ओरिजिन पर हमारी बॉडी मूव नहीं कर रही है. यू कैन सी हियर ओरिजिन यहाँ है, लेकिन बॉडी यहाँ से मूव हो रही है. इट मीन्स इट हैज़ सम इनिशियल वेलोसिटी, क्योंकि यहाँ पे इनिशियल वेलोसिटी रिप्रेजेंट हो रहा है. इट मीन्स कि ज़ीरो वेलोसिटी ज़ीरो नहीं है, वेलोसिटी इज समवेयर here. It means it has some velocity which is let us take it as u, and let it be here, let the point to be a. Okay, ये u जो है वो इसको represent कर रहा है, इस point को. ठीक है, and we are having, suppose the body is moving from a to say b. ठीक है, and at some point c, okay, at some point c we will determine the equation of motion. Okay, second equation of motion. Okay, I have not written the second equation of motion which we have to derive. Achha, I'm writing here. Wait a minute. So this is time, and here at this point we are going to derive the second equation of motion. Okay, now what is happening, that at this c, at this point, if we draw a perpendicular, say we are drawing a perpendicular such that it meets this point somewhere here. Okay, say this point is b. Okay, this point itself is b, here it is c, and if we make a parallel line to time axis, this is a parallel line to time axis. So if this is t, from o to c, if this is t, then a to, say it is a b c, suppose this is d, then from a to d also will be t. Okay, and what else is there? देखो ये if this is parallel line and this is perpendicular, it means कि हमें पता है कि जो x एक्सिस और y एक्सिस होते हैं ये एक दूसरे के परपेंडिकुलर होते हैं. इसका मतलब है कि ये अगर परपेंडिकुलर है तो डेफिनेटली इट इज़ गोइंग पैरेलल टू बी दिस वन, एंड इफ दिस इज ऑलरेडी वी आर कंस्ट्रक्टिंग दिस वन पैरेलल टू दिस. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया कि ये जो यहाँ पे हमें एक फिगर मिल रहा है ये एक रेक्टेंगल है. ओके, So in rectangle we know that this side is equal, opposite sides are equal to each other and parallel to each other as well. Okay, now what? Then second thing which you are going to do, that from this point if we construct another line, or you can just take a point here to check what velocity is there at this point. What is the velocity? To check the velocity at point B, if you construct a parallel line, you can see here the velocity suppose is v here. Okay, so you are having initial velocity not equal to 0, that is u here, and the final velocity as v. Okay, you can see here, right? Now let us derive what we have to derive. Our aim is what? To derive. What to derive? To derive the equation, the distance traveled, that is S, is equal to ut plus half at square. This is our motto to derive with the help of the graph. Okay, now in this case we are going to use two steps. Okay, we know that S is distance traveled is covered with the help of this graph. How to find the distance traveled? As we know that distance traveled is always considered in a speed time graph cases. We consider distance time, we find out distance with the help of the area which is covered. You can see this area, this total area which is covered under the graph एंड द टाइम एक्सिस. ठीक है ना, ये ग्राफ जो बनता है उस ग्राफ के और जो टाइम एक्सिस होता है उसके बीच का जो भी एरिया कवर होता है वो एरिया हमें डिस्टेंस बताता है कि कितना डिस्टेंस इस मूविंग बॉडी ने कवर कर लिया. Okay, so we can with the help of that definition we can find out this derivation of this equation. Okay, so our motto is to derive this one. Let us see it into two parts. Okay, how to derive the equation? Derivation will be done in two steps. Okay, we will write, we are having two steps in this. So to remember, we are going to do it in two steps, right? Now with the definition of this distance, by definition you can say by definition, or you can say by using graph. Okay, by definition, or I should write by using graph. Okay, by using speed time graph. Okay, जो स्पीड टाइम ग्राफ होता है उसमें हमें जो डिस्टेंस मिलता है वो कैसे मिलता है? डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड इज गिवन बाय डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड इज गिवन बाय व्हाट? इट इज गिवन बाय द एरिया एनक्लोज्ड between the graph, between the speed time between the speed time graph and the time axis. ठीक है, जो टाइम एक्सिस है और उसके बीच का ग्राफ जो मैंने अभी ये बताया कि ये स्पीड टाइम ग्राफ जो हमें मिल रहा है और प्लस ये जो टाइम एक्सिस है इसके बीच में जो एरिया इंक्लोज हुआ है, जो एरिया कवर हुआ है वो हमें डिस्टेंस देगा. ठीक है, सो दिस इज एक्चुअली बाय यूजिंग द ग्राफ वी कैन डिस्कवर दिस. ठीक है, ये इस ग्राफ से हम डिस्कवर करते हैं कि डिस्टेंस कैसे निकालना है. नाउ लेट अस कन्वर्ट इट इनटू 2 पॉइंट्स. ये तो मेन हमारा डेफिनेशन था. अब इसको हम 2 पॉइंट्स में 2 स्टेप्स में कन्वर्ट करेंगे. सो विद द हेल्प ऑफ द सेम ग्राफ, सी हियर आई एम जस्ट पुटिंग द ग्राफ इन फ्रंट ऑफ द camera. I'll try my best that both the things are going to come together so that you will be able to understand properly. Let me provide some space here. Okay, so I hope you can see the graph as well, right? With the help of the graph we will try to describe. Okay, so S is what here? S is the distance covered, right? We are taking S as distance covered. I will be writing where what are the symbols here showing you, but till now just now here we are considering S as distance covered. So distance covered according to this one, and as per the definition which I have told you, as per that you can see that the area which is covered in this graph is how much? What is the area? You can see it is O A B C, right? So we can say that distance traveled is, let me write here, distance traveled is equal to area of, now what is the area? Area of OABC, right? So area of OABC. Now this also we can split. You can see we are having two parts in it. Okay, you can see we are having two types of figures in it. So we can split this figure also. We can write it as area of rectangle. First part is, say this is first part and this is the second part. Okay, so we'll write the area of first part and plus area of second part. Now what is area of the first part? You can see it is rectangle, so it is area of, now what is rectangle here? OADC, area of OADC, and plus this one is area of triangle, that is your triangle name is ADB. Okay, area of triangle AD and B. Can you see? It is area of first and area of second. Okay, already we have seen here it is area of first, so this can be written as area. You see, this is the total area. Now the area of OABC, then instead of OABC we can split into two parts. So area of first part and area of second part. Area of first is what? Area of rectangle. So area of rectangle of this will be given as what? DC into T. We can write here, we are having the step 1, you can say. So step 1, first let us, either you can do it here also for those who are not so mathematically inclined. So for them I am just doing it separately. Okay, I'll find the areas separate. Okay, so let us go with step 1, that is first we will try to find out area of rectangle. So area of rectangle OADC, it will be equal to how much? You can see OADC, it is equal to how much? OC into DC, OC into DC, and OC is what? T, and your DC is what? U. This DC is equal to OA, OA is equal to U, initial velocity. Okay, you can see DC is what? DC is this one, this much is initial velocity, right? So you can write, instead of DC you can write, or you can just change it, you can write it as UT. Okay, now let us go for the step 2. Step 2, that is area of triangle. So what area of triangle is given to us? Area of triangle, so name of the triangle is ADB. Name of the triangle is ADB. Can you see? It is ADB. Okay, so area of triangle is given by what? Half of the, since we have seen earlier also that when we wanted to find out the area of triangle, what we have done, we simply have divided this rectangle into the half portion. So we can say that half of this rectangle, that means half of rectangle, which rectangle it is? ADB, and say here it is E. Okay, so half of rectangle ADBE. Let us give the this one, it's a rectangle, the name AD into, say, BD. So AD into, you can write BD. Okay, now what is AD here? This is half. AD is T into what is BD. So BD, we can write BD by the definition. BD, you can, what will be the value of BD? As we have seen in our first equation of motion, as we have derived in first equation of motion, that BD is equal to how much? It is equal to A into T by the definition of slope. So BD is equal to AT. Understood how we have got this BD? With the help of the very first equation. In this case we have already defined, see, we have taken out BD is equal to what? BD is equal to AT, right? Do you remember that we have taken out BD with the help of the slope, because acceleration gives you slope. So here you can write half AT into AT, and then finally you can add these two. So it will be S is equal to UT plus half AT square. This is how you derive here. Understood? This is how you derive, and this is the